Alright, hey everyone, it's Sarah's Night, and we're back with Let's Play Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. So here we go with level 2, and honestly guys, this will probably take a little bit longer than Tails Cave, but not that long. Overall, this is going to be a short episode. It's like 2 in the morning right now, my eyes are getting heavy, so let's just get this over with. Anyway, this particular level, the Bottle Grotto. You know, one thing that always mildly fascinated me was the fact that for some reason some of the floors, at least in this level, are tiled like checkerboard. Never understood that. Anyway, key. So, quite frankly, I think we'll go back and open this door first. And it's a good thing I didn't just rush on in there because of, well, those things. Okay, now we can use the magic power to light up the rooms in here, so let's just make sure there's... Okay. I thought it was possible might be missing something if I left it in the dark. I do believe, however, just to save on magic power so I don't have to go all the way back to the witch's hut in the middle of this dungeon, possibly. I do believe there is a bottomless pit separating me from this raised platform. Let's just go ahead and jump. Yep, thought so. And that gives us the map. Just go ahead and take a gander at it. Oh, well, sure enough, it's kind of like NES Zelda, the first Zelda game. The dungeons, the whole entire map, you know, all the square rooms come together to form the shape of something. And in fact, I think the levels in Zelda 1, while not in the game, but like in player's guides and stuff, actually had a distinct name. Like according to the shape of the whole entire dungeon. So this one was a bottle. Hence the name Bottle Grotto. It does kind of suck that I had to keep relighting those things in order to get the door to open back up. Oh yeah, and these friggin' things, these crystal balls that you have to strike in order to get the... get these like raisable floors right here to retract. Or come back, and then they'll come back up in other places when you strike it. That's actually going to be a lot more annoying in future dungeons. Like, you'll be hitting a crystal ball way over here on one side of the dungeon, have to go virtually all the way to the other side to see if... Yeah, okay, cool. They gave me free magic powder there. Yeah, it's kind of... You know, we're kind of able to see exactly what we need to do in the very room where we're striking that crystal ball. I don't know what else to call it. But yeah, I remember in particular one dungeon, I think it was level 7, like this gigantic tower. Oh god, it sucked. It'd be like entire floors that... Okay, so these are kind of like the they might remind you of the Shy Guy enemies from Mario 1. Not Mario 1, sorry. Mario 2, aka Doki Doki Panic, as it was in Japan. Not the official Mario Brothers 2, but they kind of mimic your every move and what you have to do. Yeah, they go like opposite in the direction you're going in, so they're not going to aggressively attack you, but you just have to get away to strike them in the back. Without them facing you, because their mask is like an impenetrable shield. And the only way they can harm you is by touching you. Okay, yeah, if I just keep kind of strafing sideways, he remains face down, so... And that's how we can get him without turning all the way around. Now, unfortunately, I have to go all the way back to the other side in order to get that key, I believe. You know, I can probably make that jump, but there's no point in trying it and repeatedly losing health. The good news is the enemies don't respawn to where I can't possibly hurt them, so then that key will appear anyway. Okay, the spine enemies. I'm pretty sure we have to move these 2 blocks in more while that enemy is not traveling between them in order to... Aha! Secret passage. Whoops. Kinda meant to re-equip the feather, my bad. Whoops. Okay. Yeah, we need to light this room up. I also like how you can kind of catch certain enemies on fire if you just happen to sprinkle it on them. Okay, and this is the mid-boss, and since we have kind of powered up... Oh, and the good news is... Okay, that actually made it a whole lot easier. I think if I hadn't had the little mini Triforce to up my power, I actually would not have had the strength to hold him back whenever he charged by striking out at him, but since this also kind of gives you the advantage of actually pushing enemies back with your sword, you know, like that, that was actually able to stop his charge and make that fight a whole lot easier. Okay, I do not think I have the... Yep. I didn't get the missing piece of that wall. Okay. Still do not have the power bracelet. Still need to look for that, so... And that's a fan that will kind of try to reel me into the bottomless pit. Ah, there we are. I don't know if I actually need to destroy that thing to actually make a key appear or something like that. I had this vague memory now, but maybe this might actually tell us. First, defeat the imprisoned Pole's voice, and last, the Stalfos. Ah, yeah. In fact, you know, that was interesting. That, now that I think about it, that was actually a specific question in one of the old Nintendo Power issues when this game first came out. You know, they'd have a section where, like, the guys who write the magazine would answer, like, give you hints to games, you know, if you're having trouble getting through a certain part. You know, those were the days without being able to just look it up on the internet in a jiffy. But yeah, they were asking, like, okay, what is that, you know, what does the message on that wall mean? And there's a room later where there's 3 enemies. One of them is a Pole's voice, another one is a Stalfos, and you know, you have to defeat them in a certain order to get, like, I think the boss key to appear or something like that. So let's see if we can defeat these guys with light. Yeah, that scared them off. And there's our power bracelet. Now, unfortunately, if you want to still be able to attack, it's impossible to equip the power bracelet and the Rock's Feather at the same time. It'd be useful because, again, these are like the most, these are like the 2 special items that I will end up using the most. But, can't be helped. Unless I want to be completely defenseless too. Well, not totally. I mean, you can pick up pots and throw them at enemies, but it's not a very effective means of combat. And it took me forever when I first played through this. I remember figuring out how to even pick up pots. At the time, the game doesn't explain anything, so it's like you actually have to go up. You can't simply press B. You actually have to press B against it, or, you know, whatever button you have the power bracelet equipped to, and then hold back on the joystick so that you actually pick it up, and then use A to throw it. I'm sorry, but that just wasn't obvious, you know, at the time. Okay, so... I don't think we can just jump over this with Rock's Feather, otherwise these puzzles will be a lot easier. But maybe you can... Oh, okay, you can still open the treasure chest even while standing on the raised sections of the floor. I didn't think you'd be able to reach it otherwise. Okay. Guess we'll have to go another way. Ultimately it leads into the same room, so big deal. Okay, now as to defeating the Pole's voice, offhand I do not remember. I think you actually do have to just pick up a pot and throw it at it. Yeah, somehow, you know, a big clay pot will kill them instantly, but totally impervious to a sharpened sword. Now let's just see if there might be anything else. It's really nice that these things, if they are in a timer, these temporary increases in strength or defense, if they are on a timer, it's a very generous amount of time that they give you. Okay, so somehow, can you pick up the pot and then go up the ladder? Yeah, you sure can. Don't know how. Yeah, I actually had to pick up a pot to add extra weight to this thing, and for some reason it gets like, it's alive, it actually gets like this, you know, strained look on its face. Okay, there's the boss room, so we can't go there yet. But it will not go down unless you have the extra weight of carrying the pot with you. Okay, so let's go down this way, and this is in fact the room with... Okay, so I think we have to move some tiles out of the way. Let the Pole's voice through so we can kill the pot, then the keys is in between, and the last is the stealth post. Well, at this point we can just go straight to the boss and call it a day, but right quick, just for the sake of exploration, let's see what was on this way. Might just be a shortcut. Don't ask me why I let that dude just run into me without hitting it with the sword first. Yeah, piranha plants too. That's also from Mario. Really, dude? You're gonna fake me out like that? Okay. Yeah, it just leads you back into here. And now my... Oop. Okay, let's go ahead, get this out of the way, and we'll grab that heart before going back to make sure we're at full health for the genie, especially now that I have to deal normal damage again. Whoops. Okay, well that brought us back, so... Yeah. Well, just lost all my health there. I hope I can still kill that genie. Yeah, that's the boss of this place. It's actually a genie. I actually found him rather difficult at first. Much bigger challenge than the previous boss. Probably a lot of other bosses in this game, but hopefully we can do it. Okay, here we go. It's like, hey, I'm the villain of this dungeon. You'll have to face me. Like it's self-aware. Okay, so I think what we have to do here... Something like we just have to avoid his attacks for now when he goes back in the bottle, we like pick it up and throw it against the wall enough times or something like that. Oh, all I do is strike it with the sword, okay. But yeah, I mean, even with full health, you can only get hit 3 times, and it's not like it's over in the first place after, you know, because you still have to kill the genie himself, and he doesn't exactly go in a definitive pattern once he's out of the bottle. So I can't get hit one more, like even just one more time. Alright, let's get down here where I have more room and can see it. See the flames coming at me. Oh! Okay. Alright, now he kind of throws them out at random, so... Whoa! Okay. He's still got some HP on him. Okay, wow, I can't believe I actually did that. Ah, good. And so the next instrument, the conch horn. Not as cool as the full moon cello, obviously. Yeah, actually, this is kind of a hint as to where to go next, and honestly, this next little section to get to the 3rd dungeon is going to take a lot longer than usual. It's actually several objectives and several places to explore in the way. But let's just go ahead and take, what's-his-name back to Madame Meow Meow. Can't say that name with a straight face. Hi. Okay, wrong way. Okay, so what do we got in here now that we have the power bracelet available? The secret seashell, okay. Actually, if I hadn't mentioned it before, yeah, that's the first of like 20. I think if you get like 20 secret seashells in this game, then you get a leveled up sword. Simply called the level 2 sword, does twice as damage. It's like having the mini Triforce equipped on you at all times. Except, I mean, I don't think it has the added power of being able to push enemies back. But, you know, still, I don't think I'm actually going to actively go for doing that quest because, I don't know, if I recall, and I know it was a long time ago when I played this game all the time and was a veteran of it, but it seemed like it made it too easy. I mean, bosses would drop pretty fast, all that kind of stuff, so I'm not going to actively try to do it on this playthrough. Okay, so yeah, I was rewarded by this strange lady. I don't know if that was her telling me, hey, you just got kissed by me, aren't you lucky, or that was like Link talking to himself. I don't know. Yeah, I brought Bow Wow back, and that's that. You know, since I went through all that trouble, lady, hope you don't mind if I just tear some shit up in your house. I mean, after all, I do need money for this journey. Maybe you got some hidden in here? Actually, she say anything different? Fine fur coat? Chain Chomps have a fur coat? Oh, she has like another little miniature pet in here too. Makeup, jewels, dresses, I want it all. Oh, so this is like a girl puppy, I guess. But yeah, that actually has to do with, I think that has to do with another side quest, like trading side quests of some sort. I don't remember what was the... Actually, I think you have to do it. There was a mandatory item at the end of it all. But it's pretty lengthy, and it's a lengthy quest. And this, that little girl chain chomp puppy thing in there talking about, you know, how she wants to be able to dress up like a real lady and stuff. That's part of the side quest. There's something you can find that you can give to her, and then she'll give you something in return that you trade for something else. Okay, so, you know, this is the first time we've really explored the little village in here, so let's just see what we got. A cheerful old lady sweeping the front porch. Oh yeah, there's this phone again. Yeah, this is actually the dude that's calling me. I remembered as soon as I talked to him. It wasn't like some anonymous, you know, bastard on the other end of the phone whenever you answer it, but it's this guy right here. He just won't talk to you in person. Yeah, sure enough, I guess he's got like a, I don't know, a wireless or cordless phone, you know, with him in the chair, and he's actually talking from that right now, answering the landline phone in his house. But yeah, if you ever find one of those phones just laying around out at random like here, then he'll give you a hint as to where to go next or something like that. So he told me to go see this guy named Richard, who lives out in the prairie, like further east of the village, and that's where we're about to head out next episode. I don't know what that kid's talking about. Does the dog say anything? No? Oh! My bad, dude. I didn't know I could actually hit you. Sorry. Okay, actually, and what starts off that trading side quest is getting this, this Yoshi doll that's just standing here in the middle. It's like, you don't have to play this game if you don't want to, because it actually takes a few tries to learn the pattern down, the coordination. But if you feel, you know, if you don't want to do it, hey, all you gotta do is worry about getting the Yoshi doll in the middle of this thing. And I mean, all you gotta do is go over to it. You can't possibly miss it as long as you're positioned right above it. Unfortunately, it takes like 20 rupees to play every time. So you just hold on to the B button to get to move forward. I mean, not forward. Like, to the right, you know. And do not let it go until you're ready for it to stop. Okay, and then press on A until you're positioned above the item you want to get. To move it down. Nintendo's like, yeah, I know we're shamelessly plugging this. Go out and buy more games starring Yoshi. Ah, another seashell. Okay, so this is basically the general store. If we ever need some life. Hey, actually, this is nice. They actually give you 3 hearts for 10 rupees in this game. Unlike, I think, in both the first Zelda game and A Link to the Past, which was kind of a rip-off. I mean, rupees usually are not easy to come by. But no, this time they'll actually give you 3, which is, you know, a significant improvement. You can also buy a shovel, which I think I will actually need after I meet with Richard to find the key to the 3rd level, but we don't have quite enough yet, so let's screw that for now. Also, 10 bombs, 1 rupee apiece. It's nice. Just in case we need to blow up anything out in the field. When we go there, let's go ahead and grab ourselves some. And of course, like in a few other Zelda games, you can attack the chicken enough times, and instead of dying, getting completely filleted like would normally happen if you skewered a chicken with a sword, you know, he summons his brethren to basically peck you to death. Oh, and hey, it's Marin, I think. Oh, yeah, it's her, because she knows me by name. Yeah, so you can just stay and listen to this song if you want. I got other things to do. Now you can... I think actually in this corner, if you dig something right here... But, again, we don't have the shovel right now. And it might be in one of these houses. I think this house right here, you can actually give a Yoshi doll to the baby in that. Okay, that's the next step in the trading quest. I mean, if you talk to this mother before, you know, she says that, I don't know, all my baby's saying is Yoshi. I think he really wants a Yoshi doll, but I don't have the money to afford it. So now she's just asking you for, out of the goodness of a stranger's heart. I mean, it's kind of awkward as it is to just ask for something like that when you're a total stranger. At least she tells you, oh, you know, you are a very generous person because of that. So actually, now that we have the ribbon, this will be easy. Let's just go back to that little female chain chomp puppy in Madame Meow Meow's garage, and we'll give the ribbon to her. I swear, there's only like 3 residences in this whole 4, I guess if you count Elvira down here and his wife. And then there's like a phone booth, this crane shop, a field, a weather vane, and a general store. That's it. That's the whole village. Other than just the random people who decide to live out in the dangerous wilds of the island. Oh, she's not in here. She's in the garage right here, or this carport or whatever it is. Yes, you trade this nice little ribbon for dog food. The hell? Dog food. Offhand, I do not remember who we give that to, so let's just forget about that for now. I mean, no matter what, we'll eventually have to come back to it. And finally, let's take a gander at what's in this little cave right here, or shrine, whatever it is. So yeah, you just go to sleep in here. And actually, I cannot get anywhere yet. Somehow, this is actually happening in your dreams, but the item you just have to get to the center of this raised platform over here in the corner, and you'll get a particular item. I don't remember if this is mandatory or not, but we definitely don't have any of the special items needed yet. Or at least not all of them. I'm pretty sure, anyway. But we can try to go as far as we can. Oh, wow. These guys hurt. Would have been easier if I had the Pegasus boots with me, which we get as the special item of the level 3, but for now, I mean, I can just charge right through them. I thought maybe I could just, if I got hit once, I could use my invincibility to get past him, but obviously not. It doesn't matter right now. Either way, I'm pretty sure I cannot get to the very top at this precise moment. Alright, so Ukuku Prairie is out this way, and there will be a lot to do before we can get to the third dungeon, so we'll just call it a video here, and we'll get to exploring further east of the village, get to the heart of the island in next episode. So thanks for watching, guys. See you later, and good night.